Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So just few days before CSIR NET exam, I'm getting a lot of messages from students that sir, whatever I have prepared till now, it feels like I'm forgetting everything. I am getting blank and it feels like I have not studied enough, or it feels like I cannot recall things, I am forgetting things. So I thought of making a video where I can talk about these things and I can tell you that how you can actually overcome this and what exactly you are actually facing. This is very normal, which happens every year with all the students, be it the topper or be it someone who is giving this exam for the first time. Whosoever you are, if you are serious for this exam and if you have prepared for this seriously, you will go through this feeling, okay? And this is very natural. There are a lot of factors which makes you feel like this. One of them is of course anxiety, because now you are very close to exam, you are running you are chasing with the time and you are just trying to utilize as much things as possible in the limited time, so you are getting anxious, and because of that you are getting this feeling. And another psychological thing which you might be going through is called as last week illusion. Now in the last week illusion, what happens is, still now whatever you were preparing, let's say few weeks or months back, if you were preparing a topic, your mind was recalling the same topic itself. Let's say you were preparing in organic chemistry, let's say coordination chemistry, so your mind has to only recall inorganic chemistry and coordination chemistry. But let's say now you are close to exam and now you have to recall everything, right? You have to recall organic chemistry, you have to recall inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry, topics from like whatever you have prepared from part A, whatever you are doing in previous year's questions. You are trying to remember important formula, important like concepts. So your mind has to take care of a lot of things. It's getting kind of overload, and it is getting an illusion that it is forgetting things, but it's not like that. It is just trying to recall a lot of things in a very limited time, and all the things all together. That's why it is kind of like, you can say that your mind is right now overloaded. So we'll talk about like what are the things that you can do to calm yourself down, and what are the things that you can do practically that can help you in the next few days before CSIR NET exam. The first thing which you have to keep in mind is you do not have to confuse yourself between anxiety and lack of preparation. Anxiety and lack of preparation are not the same things. You might be anxious before exam, but it does not mean that you are not prepared for the exam, okay? When you are giving, let's say, some mock test, when you are trying to recall a topic and you are not remembering it, you might start feeling anxious, and that anxious feeling might give you a hit that maybe you are not prepared for it. So don't do like that. Don't get anxious that easily. Let's say there is something which you are not recalling, you still have time, right? You are here to improve yourself, or just to remember things, or to prepare yourself for exam. So because you have time, you can just simply go and remember it, or just recall it again, and make sure that it remains in your mind. And if you keep on recalling it at regular interval of time, and you will see that you will not forget it for long. The second thing is that you should not do random revisions. I know revision is very important. Just few days are remaining, and you might be thinking to revise everything, whatever is left out, just I have to cover each and everything from the syllabus, but that is not going to help you out. You have to revise in fixed blocks. So just make a proper timetable, or make a proper kind of routine in the remaining days, like what you have to revise, or what time you are going to give to what thing. So let's say you are making one block of organic chemistry. So when I say the block of organic chemistry, you are going to revise, let's say, 2 or 3 related topics, okay? Let's say you have started revising pericyclic, you will revise photochemistry with that itself. Same goes for inorganic. So you should do revision in this type of block. This will make sure that your mind is not hopping around the topics. It is not, let's say right now you are studying reagent and then you are jumping to quantum chemistry. That is not happening to you. You are doing that in a systematical way. Your mind will be a little bit more relaxed, because it does not have to keep changing its gear to grasp the things, and it will be easy for you to remember and revise as well. One thing which you should definitely do is try to make a list, okay? Try to make three lists actually. List number A will be those topics which you know but they need revision. Then a second, let's say list number B. Okay, so list number B will be those topics which you partially know, you know some bit of it but not entirely. And then list number C, which include those topics which you have not yet touched. For example, let's say you have not even touched quantum chemistry as of now, or let's say you have not even touched reagents as of now, any topic. Okay, so that could be in list number C. Now listen this thing very carefully. Since you have now made three lists, you now know which topics you know but they need revision, you know which topics you partially know, and you know that which topics you have not even touched. So now your priority should be your list A and B, not list C. Okay, list C is not going to help you now. It is the only topic, or it is going to be the only list which is going to make things worse for you. If you will fall for that and try to study topics of list C, you will start you will keep forgetting the other things from the other topics. So we don't have to go with 100% syllabus coverage in exam. Okay, we have to go with maximum things, and we have to make sure that whatever we have prepared, we are able to do questions from those things in exam. It is not like that nobody is going to judge you that how many topics you have prepared. How you will be judged is how many questions you are able to do in exam. Okay, you can simply either try to ignore list topics of list C, or if you still want to give some time, give least importance to the topics in the list C. Next thing which always help is active recall, and not only just reading your notes or going through your revision notes. Don't do that. You have to do active recall. Now what active recall is, generally it is done like weekly, monthly, but now because you don't have time, what I would recommend is when you study or when you read or when you go through your revision notes, try to close your notes, close your eyes and see if you can remember things or not. Okay, try to revise in your mind. This is how you will train your mind to remember things for longer time, and initially you will feel that as a problem, or you will not be able to recall it that easily. You can open your notes and see again, and then close your eyes again, try to recall. Okay, and always try to do this before sleeping. This always helps. Okay, and let's say if you're doing something which is non-productive, let's say you are taking bath or you are eating, while that time also you can, in your mind you can revise. So in that way you will be actively revising the things and you will not forget things in longer run. Next thing which I think is going to be very helpful for you is to make your panic sheet. Now what panic sheet is? In panic sheet you can include those topics which you feel anxious about, or which you think that I don't have much confidence in, I might forget this topic. Okay, consider this as your panic sheet. You can write down your important formula. You can write down formulas of thermodynamics, from quantum chemistry. You can write down certain formulas related to that. Electrochemistry equations, like how to solve certain questions, or if there is any shortcut trick which you know, you can write it down over there. Spectroscopy related values, like chemical shift related values, if you want to remember them so that it can help you in exam. Then name reaction, certain name reaction which you are always forgetting, you can remember, or you can keep that in your panic notes. Then inorganic related exceptions, if while preparing or while in your notes you have written somewhere your exceptions, you can note it down in your panic sheet, right? Then your part A related formula, if you find that there are certain formula which you need to revise regularly, you can include them in your panic sheet. Then a very important thing is your mistakes from your mock test. So whatever mistakes you are doing from your mock test, always include in your panic sheet. Now this will help you a lot. This panic sheet will make sure that whatever things you are weak in, you know those things and you are working on them, and that's how you will be learning in more like effective way, and this will definitely help you in exam. Try to do that. Of course you might have already done previous year's questions. In case if you have not done previous year's question, you can buy our previous year's ebook and try to see previous year question. It is very important to go in exam after solving previous year's question. If you are going in exam without solving previous year question, that's not going to help you. In case if you don't want to go for ebook or any such case, at least go on YouTube, search for previous year solved questions or previous year solved videos and see how people have solved that. At least it will give you idea how to solve question in exam, in case if you have not yet touched previous year question. Next and very obvious thing is that do not start any heavy topic, any topic which you have not yet touched and you think that I have just, let's say, 10 days, I will try to, I will try to study this topic, whatever I will get, you will not get anything from there. Okay, even if you, let's say, cover that topic, it might happen that in exam, even if you get a question from that topic, you might make mistake. So it's better to avoid things which you have not touched yet. Next thing which is going to definitely help you is try to fix your daily routine. For the next few days, fix your routine. Make sure that you include all these things in your routine. Number one, try to revise the topics. I would suggest to do that in morning. Whatever things you have to revise, let's say something which you are trying to revise for the first time, do it in the morning. Okay, then afternoon, try to solve previous year's questions. In evening, you can give mock test, or even if you want to revise some moderate topics, you can do that in evening. And in night time, try to revise those formula, try to revise reagents, try to revise your short notes and your mistakes, basically your panic sheet. So if you try to do that in night, you will be sleeping with a thought of whatever things are there which needs to be worked. And during, like before sleeping, as I said, close your eyes and try to recall the things. It will be very helpful for you. You will see yourself that you will be learning things much more quickly as compared to what you do on a regular basis. Next is a very important thing, that is sleep. Now if you think that I will just sleep for 3-4 hours for the next 10 days, I will give maximum time to my preparation, maximum time to my studies, that is not going to help. If you sleep less, it will keep on integrating for the remaining days, and on the exam day you will feel so much sleepy, and in that case your mind will be tired. Okay, you will be having a tired brain, and a tired brain will not be able to perform well, or it won't be able to perform at its maximum capacity. So try to take proper sleep, at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep. Okay, don't sleep less than 6 hours. I would definitely recommend you to at least sleep for 6 hours. Don't take sleep less than 6 hours. It is going to be very helpful. Proper sleep and proper rest is going to help you to retain things for much longer time and keep your mind active for more revision, for more remembering things. Now what you have to do, if let's say you feel blank, if you think about a topic, or if let's say you are solving a question and you start feeling blank about it, what you have to do, the best way is to open YouTube, type that topic, see a video, watch it in 2x or whatever the maximum speed you can watch that video. Try to see how that thing is done. Okay, so that you should not give your mind a thought that you are feeling blank. You have an option to remember thing for now. Okay, and you have to do that thing at the same time, like at that moment itself. Don't keep it for later. For example, let's say I'm preparing or I'm revising certain topic and I feel like, okay, I don't know anything about weights rule, or I feel blank about weights rule. So I will not think that, okay, I'll do it later. Okay, first I will revise the remaining thing and then I will do that. No, don't do that. At the same time, just open your like YouTube or anywhere. If you have notes, open your notes. But I think YouTube will be more time effective. You will be able to save some time. Just open YouTube, type weights rule, and you will get a lot of videos. Just see the video, watch it in short, or in try to watch it in 2x, so that you cover that topic in minimum time. So if you feel blank, or if you feel like you are forgetting things, just remember that it's not the actual thing. You are not actually forgetting things. It is just your brain which is overloaded. It is just very normal thing which happens with every student. You just have to work systematically on that in the remaining days. I'll be talking about more of things on what you have to do in the exam date, the other strategies related to how you can score good marks in exam. Do let me know if you have any particular question in the comment section below. I'll try to answer you over there itself. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.